Hello everyone, welcome to IB Math Solution. Today we'll be studying equations in factored form. So whenever we have an equation in this form where one side of the equation can be written as two or more factors. So A is a factor here, B is also a factor here, and the other side is equal to 0, that's when we have factored form. This equation is in factored form. Similarly, we can have more than two factors on the left hand side. So we can have A, B and C all three multiplied together, and that is equal to 0. This is also a factored form of equation. So whenever we solve a factored form of equation, we know that this whole number is equal to 0. This can only be possible when either A or B is 0. So at least one of A and B is 0. Therefore, we can say A is equal to 0 and or B is equal to 0. Both can also be 0. Similarly, here we can say A is equal to 0 and or B is equal to 0 and or C is equal to 0. So all can also be 0, but at least one of them is 0. That's why we are getting 0 as the multiplication of all three numbers. Now, suppose in this case we substitute A with x plus 1 and B with x plus 2. This equation becomes x plus 1 times x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now in this case we'll have two situations. One is we know either A is 0 or B is 0 or both. So we can say either this term is 0 or this term is 0 or both. So we can write it, situation 1 is x plus 1 is equal to 0 and situation 2 is x plus 2 is equal to 0. So from here we get x is equal to negative 1 and from here we get x is equal to negative 2. So in this case we can say x is equal to negative 1 or negative 2. Similarly, if we have three numbers, suppose A is equal to x minus 1, B is equal to x, C is equal to x plus 1, then this equation becomes x minus 1 times x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now here we'll get three situations. So situation 1 is going to be x minus 1 is equal to 0. Situation 2 is going to be x is equal to 0. And situation 3 is going to be x plus 1 is equal to 0. So for each situation, we'll calculate the value of x. So from here, we get x is equal to 1. From here, we get x is equal to 0. And from here, we get x is equal to negative 1. Therefore, x is equal to 1 from here or 0 from here or negative 1 from here. So this is the solution. Now let's move on to exercise 4C and solve some questions. Solve using the null factor law. Now if we go back, solving this equation using this method is called null factor law. Coming back to the exercise. Now we know what the null factor law is. Therefore, 3x is equal to 0. Now here we have two numbers multiplied together. One is 3, another is x. So we know x is equal to 0 is one situation and 3 is equal to 0 is another situation. But we already know the value of 3 is 3 and it can never be 0. That's why we don't take this situation. Therefore, x is simply 0. Now D, this is homework. D is equal to AB is equal to 0. From here we can say A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. E is a similar question. Now from here we have F that says A square is equal to 0. Now A square is A times A is equal to 0. So one situation is either this a is equal to 0, another situation is second a is equal to 0. So now a, as we know, a is same in both cases, so a is 0. This is the answer. Similarly, these two are for you to do on your own. Let's go to the next question. Solve for x using the null factor law. So I'll solve only some questions, others are for you to do on your own. 4 times 5 minus x whole square. So from here, this equation can be broken down into the factored equation like 4 times 5 minus x times 5 minus x. So as 4 is a constant, we don't need to consider this, and we'll be left with two situations. One is 5 minus x is equal to 0, another is 5 minus x is equal to 0. So they both are basically same. From here we get x is equal to 5, and from here as well we get x is equal to 5. So x is equal to 5. M. Negative 3 times 3x minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. So if we write this equation in factored form, this becomes negative 3 times 3x minus 1 times 3x minus 1, that is equal to 0. From here arise two situations. 3x minus 1 is equal to 0, or 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. This becomes 3x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 1 divided by 3. Similarly here we get x is equal to 1 divided by 3. Therefore x is equal to 1 by 3. And x into x plus 1 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. So from here, this equation we can see is already in factored form. Therefore, we'll have three situations here because we have three terms. So first one is x is equal to 0. Second is x plus 1 is equal to 0. And third is x minus 1 is equal to 0. So from here, we'll get x is equal to 0. From here, we'll get x is equal to negative 1. And from here, we'll get x is equal to 2. Therefore, the value of x is equal to 0 or negative 1 or 2. Oh, x minus 1 times x plus 2 times x minus 3 is equal to 0. This is already in factored form. Therefore, either x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. So from here we get x is equal to 1, x is equal to negative 2, x is equal to 3. Therefore, x is equal to 1 or negative 2 or 3. T. 3 into x plus 2 into x plus 4 into 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So from here we'll get either x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 4 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Solving it, we get x is equal to negative 2 from here, x is equal to negative 4 from here, and 2x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 1 divided by 2 from here. So x is equal to either negative 2 or negative 4 or half. Let's go to the next question. Solve, if possible, using the null factor law. A divided by b is equal to 0. So from here, we know b can take any value but 0 because we never divide any number by 0. That's why A is 0, however, B is not equal to 0. B can be anything but 0. Cxy divided by z is equal to 0. Here, x is 0 or y is 0, but z is not equal to 0 in any case. The denominator part we can never put 0. 2 divided by x into y is equal to 0. Now, from here we can see 2 has to be equal to 0, and this situation can never be true. That's why we can say no possible solution. And d, that is negative x divided by 2y, is equal to 0. Now here x has to be 0 and y has to be not equal to 0, and this is the answer. That's it for this exercise. I'll see you in the next one.